go back over here. Just don't want to show people. Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, hello, hello. How wonderful to be able to connect with you. Wonderful to be able to say hi, what's happening, what you be up to, what you be up to. For those of you who will be live, yes, yes, yes. Let's play. Let's make it happen. I look forward to seeing your name pop up. For those of you who will hashtag it and replay it, that's so cool. Doing it when you need to, how you need to, all those kinds of things. For those of you who will be on, I don't know you on. I might not never know you on. All right. I see that. I know that. And then for those of you who will be used by Papa at some time down the road, I'm so grateful for you. Because sometimes I just be needing it. As a matter of fact, I had two of those yesterday. I was at my sister's. We were at a Mary Kay party, and and two wonderful women. You know, one lives in North Carolina, and the other one here gave me one of those nice, beautiful, wonderful surprises that um, interesting that I didn't necessarily need this time, but it was good. It was good. It was good to know. Hey, Hey, Judith. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning, Twanda. Good morning, Judith. Good morning, Twanda. So good to see both of your names pop up. Um, so we still have power outages. You can see my background is a little bit different. We decided to visit a local hotel since it was hot in the house. It was hot. So that's cool. That's cool, right? That's it's actually a nice break from the norm. Do something different with my hubby. So I'm grateful for that. Uh, yeah, we had lots of options, but this was a fun. This was a fun choice outside of the norm. So today we are talking about love you, you loving you. So we've done push you, we've done bet on you, we've done believe in you, um, and one more. Today we're saying loving you. Of course, we're going to anchor in loving you because in my world, those other things simply don't happen if if you don't love you. If you're not loving you, those other things simply become so much more difficult to do. So even me getting up, doing these things that I do, um, pressing back into where Papa has for me, that's me loving me. That is me loving me. And so many things like going to my sister's yesterday to her Mary Kay party is me loving me because me loving me has me showing up for other people. Hey, Jaleesa, I see you watching. We have to get together. I ain't seen you in forever, okay? And I haven't spent time with you in forever. Yeah, and I can't remember when I saw you last either. Um, so yeah, that's me loving me. Me showing up for other people is me loving me because it matters to me. It matters to me that I show up for other people. It matters to me that people have people, right? It matters to me that people have people. I've been blessed throughout my life, entire life, to always have people. Good morning. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes. I've been blessed all my life to have people. all of my life, to never feel like I'm on an island by myself, to always know that somebody's got my back. Always. It's not that I haven't ever felt lonely, because I have had a few experiences. I had a really weird experience once, one Easter when after my mom had passed, and everybody in my world, friends and family like friends, right? Know that on holidays that I'm with my family. Well, by this holiday we was all split up and all, you know, just split up. So none of my friends would have ever thought to invite me to their Easter holiday. As a matter of fact, one of my family members, I ain't gonna name her, knock her in her head. We had planned that she was gonna do something and da 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 da. And she didn't come through. She was young, still trying to figure it out. So, I had groceries. I was gonna go to her house and all the stuff she's supposed to do. It didn't happen. So, and I did have one invitation, and I had to, uh, turn that down. Long story short, I ended up on Easter like trying to find food and just really sad, and it was a beautiful day, and um, and so I went to bed. Good morning, Letitia. I just got into bed because I was very sad, very sad. I was driving down 8 Mile, like I can't believe. So let me tell you something funny. Driving down 8 Mile, feeling sad. Grocery car full of groceries, because who was supposed to have to do it is like, well, why don't you just go to Auntie's, because whatever. Auntie being my older sister. Uh, and at any rate, I went to a restaurant, local soul food by our house, and got me some good food, some short ribs, and da 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 da. And still feeling sad. Got in the car, short ribs, gravy, rice, probably cabbage, cornbread. Why did I get in the car and it turned over? Like it just flipped on the floor. Oh, more sadness. So I went on home, and across the street is family, like church family, and they preparing for. So I went on home, and because I had a car full of food, I took them the food. I was like, because I didn't know, I tried to give the food away. I was gonna give it away to people on the street, but nobody on the street this Easter Sunday, right? Now keep in mind, I got a whole church family full, friends full, other family members was doing things, but I was just really sad that our family wasn't doing it the way we normally do it, and that here I am trying to figure out where I'm going on and I didn't know what the rest of the family was doing. Anyway, of course I couldn't win. I was just in my feelings. I was in my feelings. Not mad at anybody, just feeling sad. So I went on and went across the street and took them the food, and all of the grands was coming over across the street, and so on and so forth. To my church family, right? I got in the bed and went to sleep, but my windows was up. So good morning, Debbie Kokolo. So my windows was up, so I heard the kids outside playing. And girl, my loving me self, girl and guy, y'all, my loving me self was like, girl, get up, go across. Because when I went across the street to take the food, they were like, so it was actually Erica. Erica was like, Auntie, you coming over to eat with us? I was like, no, I don't. And she was looking weird, like, what you gonna do? I was like, I'm going to bed. She was looking weird, like, going to bed. I was like, yeah. When I say I was deep in my feelings. So I went on, got the food. She was like, Auntie, and they all was like, I was like, I know. I went on, got in the bed. Sometimes you just yield to your feelings, right? So I yield to my feelings, got in the bed. And good morning, Letitia. Morning, Bren. Hey, Debbie Kokolo. I yield to my feelings and got in the bed and went to sleep. When I woke up, I heard them outside playing. I was like, girl, get up. Get up and go across the street. Love is always available for you. Are you available for it? Connection is always available for you. Are you available for it? It's not the way you want it to be. It's not the way you're used to it being, but it's not that it's not available. Catherine, get up. So I got up, went across the street. They were just now getting ready to eat. It was like perfectly timed. So I went across the street with family, right? I went across the street with family, had my Easter Sunday dinner and connected. And so what's the point of that long story? The point is this, like, it's not that I haven't had moments. I have. Uh, Family is different than when it was when mama was here. There was just more of an anchor. It was much more consistent. It was one central location because mama was the, mama was the anchoring point. And, and so now we have to be much more intentional about it. And, but at any point, that was just the first time in my entire life that my Easter wasn't on lock. Do you know? That's really what it was about. Like, I couldn't believe. I was like, oh my God, it's Easter Sunday. Like, I literally was crying. I was so sad. And I was like, wow, people don't think to invite me to places because, I'm like, my family situation has always been on lock. And I'm trying to think, was Kim in college? Kim must have been in college. Kim must have been in college because if he wasn't, it wouldn't have been a thing because then I would have been doing these two, right? Anyway, while I process out loud, um, I went on and had dinner, family, uh, Easter family dinner with family. Uh, oh, you're welcome. It's God, Letitia, because I had not thought for 1 second to talk about this. I had Easter dinner family with family and got myself together. But I just had to, I had to feel it. Like I gave myself, it was almost like a morning, right? It was like a morning, and I gave myself permission to feel it. But I give myself limitations. Good morning, my sister Regina. Morning blessings to you too. But I gave myself a limitation. Like it would have been ridiculous for me to lay in that bed when across the street was the ram in the bush. Across the street was family. Across the street was Easter dinner. Across the street was connection and love. Oh, Twanda. Happy belated birthday, Twanda. Happy belated birthday. Thanks for letting us know, Tisha. I said my pastor's birthday was yesterday, too. He got on yesterday, and I didn't realize when he got on. It was their birthday. Um, and so, uh, so yeah, that's what, Papa always have a solution. And when we're loving ourselves sufficiently enough, we will take his solution. I could have laid in the bed and not, thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. I could have laid in the bed and not taken the solution. That option was available, but I had taught myself to love me enough by that time to not to not make myself suffer. That would have been suffering. If I had had an Easter with no contact, an Easter with no connection, an Easter with no love, that would have been suffering. So I love myself too much to do it, like to suffer. So yeah. So so now I host Easter, right? Now I host Easter to make sure because the family kind of flux. Maybe somebody doing it. I don't know if they are. Then they doing it. Da da da. Da. Now I just host Easter, so that way there's always Easter. And I know I could have gone with Brian, right? I know I could have gone. I'm sure Debbie Kokolo was doing something, right? I'm sure I could have called or whatever. Lots of people. I mean, there's so many people in my world who, if they had a small inkling that I was feeling alone and lonely and isolated and sad, they would have been like, girl, you better get your butt over here. Like, I have no shortage of being loved, no shortage of being invited or welcomed somewhere, even if they didn't think that I was, even if they didn't think that I was going to come, even if they didn't know I was going to come, they would have more than welcomed me there. They would have been great, glad to see me there. So the point that I'm making is that um, that in one of my heart's desires is that everyone always has someone. I have always had someone. I've always had a person, persons, people, community, family, love, always, and I always will, because sowing and reaping is real. It's an eternal principle we can't get away from, and um, and because I am always people's person in some way or another, I will always have people. Right? Y'all, my people. I know, Brian. I know, girl. I know. It probably was at Rolanda's, which ain't but 7 minutes from me anyway. Right? So yeah. Just it's funny how that story came up because I was debating as to what I was going to do today for my what you call it, what I was going to do today for my talk for my show, uh, and that's perfect, right? That's perfect because I was planning to talk about Mama anyway. So we gotta take care of this. I'm in the lobby, so I can't be as loud as I normally am. I hope y'all can hear this. Wanda, this is from you. Oops. Happy birthday, Twanda. Good morning, Ray. Good morning. Good morning. Happy birthday, Twanda. Happy birthday, Pastor Bobby. Wow, I'm sure planning for the fishing trip. I'm super excited that you gave yourself that birthday gift. Good morning, Ray. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So, loving you, what does it look like for you to love you? Let me tell you one way it could look for you to love you. Come to the Queen's Adventure. If you are a woman who is ready, thank you, Letitia. If you are a woman who's ready to cultivate love for all her parts, who is ready to honor her soul's cry courageously, who is ready to experience jubilance with sister interactions, who's ready to build muscles for loving her, the her that's right here, and the her that's across the highways and in front of you and around you, and who's ready to gain tools for sustaining the transformation, meet us September the 21st through the 24th in Gold Lake, Michigan. Amazing food, fun, women. It's basically a big slumber party because we all in the same lodge. It's an amazing connection with the facility, and the people are sweeter than sweet than Bob Evans strawberry cream pie. I ate the whole pie recently, y'all. I'm just saying. I ate the whole pie. That's why I'm on a fast. I bought the pie because it didn't make sense to buy one piece because it's $6.99. The whole pie is $16.99. So I bought the whole pie with intentions of taking the rest to Amanda because the nieces and nephew here from Arkansas. I ate the whole pie. The whole pie. Self Love Queens Adventures a must. Have you reserved your spot? I know, right? You got to reserve. There are 2 rooms left. There are 2 rooms. We just did an audit and found out on Monday. Was it Monday? I think Monday. That Debbie, there was two rooms left. So if you and your friend, your girlfriend, want to have an amazing transformative time, there's no way that you're gonna come and not be transformed. Like there is no way that for you to come and not be transformed. Then Papa not Papa, and Papa always be Papa. He always be being Papa. Like Clarissa says, God be guiding all the time. And so I invite you You are invited to, and this is the first time it's been open to the public. It's been open only to the communities, to our communities. But this is the first time it's been open to the public. So are you her? Did things shift for people? Papa be Papa. I love it. So clearly things have shifted, and I don't think anything is unintentional on Papa's behalf. So I'm excited to see who it is. Who are the two people, the two, who's going to fill the two rooms, who we have the privilege to love on. We have the privilege to enjoy for 4 full days. We have the privilege to getting to know better. We have the privilege of getting to just be with. I'm excited to see who those two are. So if that is you, and Papa is inviting you, Papa's pulling on your strings and saying, "Hey," right? Then come on. All right. Also, don't forget that today is the day. WHPR TV Lightcast is where we are today. WHPR TV. I'm gonna put that in our link here. Make sure that you show up there today. Um, at 11:30, 11:30 to noon Eastern Standard Time, 11:30 to noon Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, we are on live, and we would love to see you there. WHPRTV.com, where I will be doing what I've been birthed to do, talk to y'all about love. I've been birthed to do that thing. And then last but not least, be sure to show up to uh, be sure to join the movement. You know, I'm able to do what I do because I love me well, and I love me well because I started the movement, because Papa started the movement in me. So go to drkatherinejames.com, click on More Love Please, and be in action. Y'all know how to be in action. If you've been around at all, be in action. $13 a month, $13 a month, or $150 for a show, to sponsor a show. I love y'all. Uh, and what am I trying to do? Get rid of this. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you for being on. Thank you for playing with me. Thank you for the way you're going to hashtag and replay later. And I saw Bernie commented from YouTube. I love it. The whole thing is growing, y'all. It's growing. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. It's growing, and people coming on doing it the way that they do. I'm looking forward to how you're loving you. Let me know how you're loving you more, or if you need help loving you more. We are in a course, nothing to prove, nothing to hide, nothing to defend, nothing to protect. Next week we will be looking at nothing to defend. We've had 2 amazing days already, and we've got 2 more live, and then I'm probably going to do one cleanup, one I'm gonna do one that's the whole, and then I'm probably do one last one for those who joined in late and didn't get the first class. We will redo the first one, and maybe the first two, depending on if somebody else joins. Anyway, I love you all immensely. At the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished. You know what? We gave up the right to not be amazing. You don't have the right to not be amazing. I don't have the right to not be amazing, because we amazing anyway. So I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye. Don't forget to join me today at 11:30. Somebody call in. Javira called in. Bye, Jaleesa. I love you, honey bun. Javira called in last week. Thank you, Javira. Thank you. Somebody call in. I like talking to people on the air. I think that's cool. I think it's wonderful. It's just what I like to do. So somebody call in at 11:30, 11:40, 11:50, something before 11:58, because that's when we go off. Okay, bye-bye.